G'day, my name is Sean and welcome to my weekly update where I share my quilting adventures. Come see what I've been working on, what I completed, and all the other fun and exciting news. Let's go ahead and get started with our works in progress. I've got a lot done. The first thing I want to show you is some progress on the second star to the right by East Quilting Co. I'm doing it in the Dawn colorway and we're working on Wendy, which is right over here. We have made a little bit of progress on this, and this is what she looks like so far using a bunch of different Raleigh Blake fabrics which came in the kit. Having a lot of fun with that, and I'm hoping when we come back next week we'll get to see a lot more progress on that. We have it all cut out, so it should be fairly straightforward to get together. Next up is progress on Toasty, which is a pattern by Legit Kits. I'm working on this very slowly, and we're making some good progress on this. So last week I was with my friend Katie over at Grandma Quilter. I put this section all together along with this one, and then I also got this. These pieces were having some issues. I had to add a little bit to the top to make it work, but this is now all together. The page is a little small, so I'm a bit concerned when it goes together at the final, section, but we'll worry about that later. That's future Sean's problem, right? Next up is some progress on Dog Park. I actually have a completed block, the Beagle, which we'll show you a little later in the episode, but I've actually started to assemble the different sections of the quilt, so you get to see a little bit now and a little bit later on, which is really neat. So this is what I have done so far. We've got two dogs here connected. This block's a lot bigger than I expected before I sat down to record this, and then we've got my favorite, the Dachshund, down here. So hopefully next week we'll be able to see some more progress on that, because we're now at the assembly stage where we put all the different sections together and make the completed quilt top. A new project is actually underway because we've actually finished a few quilt tops, so that means I can start something new, right? Well, I'm going to anyway. So this is Bear Wielded by East Quilting Co. We're going to do the black bear down here, and I've actually cut out all the fabric, the background, not the background fabric, but everything else. And so I'm going to use some black Kona solids and then this beautiful batik in a very, very dark brown / black. And then this will be the background that I'm going to use for it, because I had yardage of this at home and I thought that'd be a fun way to do it. And then finally, for works in progress, I have several more of the scrappy triangles to show you. We've made these already, and I've made several more this week, so I'll show you what I've done. And so we have this one here, and that one, and this one gave me a little bit grief, but user error. When you're doing these, even though the pieces looks tiny, cut the pieces a little bit bigger just to be on the safe side. You'll thank me later. That one. We have three more to show you. These go together so easily. This is such a fun project to do when you just want to do something mindless. And then finally we have that one there as well. So with this, we only have about 8 more little sections to do. So maybe next week I'll be able to show you all these completed, and we can start putting this one together as well. So that's what I have for my works in progress. We'll have more stuff to show you towards the end of the episode. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do our week in review. If you're new to the channel, this is a series of videos I take during the week, some of me sewing, and also of any adventures we get up to. So I hope you enjoy. Last week I asked everybody if you named your sewing machines, and while some of you do, most of you do not, and often refer to them by their make and model number, which I think is really neat. So thank you so much for answering that question. It's always fun to get that feedback and just, satisfy my curiosity. This week I thought it'd be fun to ask, what project do you normally have on hand to do when you want to do something that's mindless or doesn't require a lot of brain power? Surprisingly for me, it has to be these scrappy triangles. These just go together so quickly, and it's been something I've been going to when I have had a long mental day at work, but still want to sew but don't want to do anything super intricate. What about you? Let me know in the comments. So next up is goals, and what are my goals for the upcoming week? Well, to get more progress done with a lot of stuff, but specifically I'd like to finish cutting out the fabric for the bear, maybe assemble this, and then also finish Wendy on this one here. Let me know what your goals are for this week. Next up is our news and events, and first up I was over at my friend Katie, the Greenland Quilters channel, for a little bit last Sunday morning while we assembled these pieces for Toasty. It was a lot of fun. I actually got quite a bit of progress done, so if you missed that, go over and check it out. It was a lot of fun. Yesterday morning I was had hosted my friend Chris from Soda Distance. She's always a joy to have on. I had a lot of fun talking to her. We had a little quiz about Australia, which was also a lot of fun there as well, so go check that out if you missed it. This coming week, I am excited to announce I'm going to do my next video in the Back to the Basics series, which is where I make some, what you might think are complicated blocks, but actually go together quite quickly. It's a retro theme. Last time we did an old school television set. This week you'll have to come back Wednesday at 6 p.m. to find out what it is. And now I'm excited to be able to share with you a couple of completed blocks. And the first one is Clue 4 of the Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts. And it was exciting to see these beautiful colors come together yet again. And so this is the first block, and then this is block number 2. I have no idea how these are all going to go together in the final design, and I think that's how Sheila's trying to do it, to make it harder for us to guess. And then I also finished the Beagle with the Dog Park by Elizabeth Hartman, and then so this is the front half of the Beagle, and then this is the back half. The reason they are not together quite yet is they actually get assembled into 2 different blocks, and they'll actually be sewn together at the very, very end. So hopefully next week or the week after, you'll get to see that all come together. So that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. Tell a friend. I always love hearing comments from my viewers. I hope you'll have a great day. Check out some of my other videos that you may not have watched, and we hope to see you all next time very, very soon. Have a great day. Happy sewing. Bye.